Yo, you know what it is. 237, no place like home.
Catch me on the stoop.
And today,
we got a big one today.
Yeah, we got a big one from across the way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just the bay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me start.
Don't start. Don't start.
Let
him talk. Let him tell the people who he is. Let him tell the people who he is
man,
first.
This is Locksmith, man. It's your boy Locksmith out here in Brooklyn.
View music is merit-based. I used to stupidly stoop scruples and carrot chase. I'm getting sick of these unoriginal artists when all they do is repeat what's popping like a parrot's face.
You know what I'm saying? It's dope because, of course, we heard you with one of the late great DJs from New York on the K Slay joint.
Rest in peace to my brother.
Saying? Yeah, with
K Slay,
my son, Nino Man, and the great Fred. We lost Fred also.
Brother.
You know what I'm saying? Joel. You know what I'm saying? Joel. And I was like, man, this dude right here got fire.
Thank you, man.
Fire.
He definitely got bars.
You know what I'm saying? He got fire.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, with the current state of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say conscious. But it's more substance for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lot older.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And when you go into getting in that zone, because you ain't mumbling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't gang talking. You know what I'm saying? We keeping it straight.
Absolutely.
Grown and gangsters. Because that's what you is. You know what I'm saying? That's gangster talk. It ain't gang talk, but it's gangster talk.
Yeah. Real talk.
Yeah.
Sincere. Yeah, man, that's the type of hip hop that inspires me. You know, like a lot of people don't know my sister was an MC. So back in the late 80s, early 90s, I was growing up watching my sister grabbing the mic. You know, she was rocking with people like Black Alicious. She started off as a dancer, dancing for like doing showcases with like Digital Underground, stuff like that. So I saw that girl. I saw her with the pen and the pad, writing those lyrics. And you know, she was dope, man. She was on some conscious stuff too. You know, she was like, she even got offers from people like Ruthless Records to come over and do like that thing. But she was like, nah, I want to, you know, stay on this tip. And she ended up touring. So that was kind of, I came up under that. And then my brother was always playing EPMD, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. So that was, I fell in love with that type of hip hop.
Now, you know, because listen, I got love for the Bay. I'm a Too Short fan. Yeah. I'm a, of course, who don't like Mr. Hyphy, E40, you know what I'm saying? And my main man, Richie Rich.
Richie Rich.
You know what I'm saying? They don't talk about Richie Rich enough.
Original Bay Area lyricist.
Yeah.
415.
He talking that talk, He talking that talk,
That's what we grew up on. I mean, that was the stuff that we was listening to in junior high and, you know, grade school. So
Now, it's Mac Dre.
Mac Dre, rest in peace, Mac Dre.
Yeah. So you touched the mic with Mac Dre, didn't you?
Yeah. We done one of the first shows. Shout out to my homie Lil Rick. Lil Rick used to be signed to No Limit. I think he was he was one of the first. He was from Richmond because I'm from Richmond. So Richmond is like a small city about 10-15 minutes from Oakland. So it's like if you think like Richmond is like, I'm trying to think, Richmond is like Newark.
Whoa, like Newark.
So that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You got Newark. That's how Richmond is. So I'm from Richmond, and one of our legendary MCs, his name was Lil Rick, was like, we was coming up doing our thing, you know, just nobody heard us, just demo stuff. He was like, yo, I want y'all to come do a show out in Sonoma, which is like northern Bay, North Bay. And we was like, okay. And he's like, yeah, y'all. So we thinking like, okay, we about to do this show, and we pull up to the show, and we see it's a line around the thing. We like, these people can't be us. Nobody even know who he is. It was like, oh, we here from Mac Dre. We like Mac, and we only knew Mac Dre from Too Hard, For the Funky Radio, you know, all that older stuff. But so we was like, this is like 2001 or 2000. So we not thinking, we didn't realize that Mac Dre had his soul. He had his soul lit like out there in those little areas that not a lot of folks was touching. That was kind of like my first seeing like that first beginnings of Mac Dre's independent hustle of his Thiz records and all that. So we did shows, we rocked with Mac Dre, you know, was able to meet him in the studio and stuff like that. And yeah, he was a cool dude, man. He embraced what we were doing, you know.
Well, that's big because on your album, you know what I'm saying, Locksmith,
Yeah.
you talk about
A lot.
your meeting with Dre.
Yeah. Oh, with Mac Dre?
No, with
Dr.
Dr. Dre.
Oh, yeah, Dr.
I'm
Dre.
sorry, Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre,
Yeah,
yep.
with Dr. Dre. And you in the song you mentioned how, you know what I'm saying, you know, you was like, man, I hope he don't ask me to sign.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean, you know, there's a possibility you get put on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But there's also, you know, you like, yo, I want to keep my independence.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to sit down now and have the tutorage under Mac Dre, seeing how he got his independent going.
That's that's in the DNA, you know,
of the
in the Bay Area for sure.
Yeah. Now, so you didn't sign to Dre.
No. Well, Dre never, without getting into too many details, it wasn't Dre didn't offer me a deal. My homie Exhibit brought me to Dre. We had a situation that we were considering, you know what I mean, putting together. But, you know, I always believe things happen for a reason. And Exhibit is the homie, you know what I'm saying? And he, like, very few people in the industry that's just, like, selfless. I feel like Exhibit is one of those dudes. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Lock, I rock with you. Come on out here. Let's do some songs. Let's do this. And he's one of those guys. So that's why you end up seeing him in the Locksmith and us doing songs and stuff together. Yeah.
Now, the Locksmith. Let's get to the album.
Yeah.
Because I'm listening to the album. I'm like, sound like this joint was recorded in the lift.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it got that sound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, was it recorded in the lift?
I'm gonna keep it raw. Yeah.
Oh shit. But that's raw. Now that's authentic.
Original.
That's authentic and original. Like you could appreciate it even when you hear the people in the back.
Yeah.
I'm like, now, was you really a Lyft driver?
No.
I gotta ask.
Not really a lift. Nah, so what I did was about, I want to say like 2015, 2016, what I did was I wanted to have an experience with my fans that was unique from, because I was seeing other artists at that time like J. Cole. They were going around having like private listening sessions for their fans. So I was like, instead of like pulling up, I ain't got a tour bus and nothing like that at this time, you know. So I'm like, all right, what can I do? How can I do something that's unique? And I was like, well, you know what? Why don't I do it like I'm like an Uber driver and I come up and pick up fans from their house and play them my music. So that's how it started off. But the fans were so excited, I ended up rapping along with the tracks. And then I said, you know what? Next time I do this, I'm just gonna perform the songs live instead of playing
letting them hear it.
So I did it on my next project, which was titled Ali, which is my name, my real birth name.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And it went so well. You know, this is like 2019. It went so well, and I saw that was getting even more attention than my music videos. Like, people was really like intrigued by the rawness of driving around spitting this one take.
Yeah.
Because you know, I'm an MC. Like, that's my bread and butter, and that's something I pride myself. That's not not a lot of people can do it like that one take. You know what I mean?
Baby.
So I said on my next album, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do the whole album like this. I'm gonna pick up people. I'm gonna drive, and I'm gonna record all the content. And now you have TikTok, Instagram. This is gonna be perfect for social media, because by this time we in full social media swing. So I went and did the Locksmith. I had the concept for it. I said, I'm gonna do everything like that. I'm gonna shoot everything where it's cropped for TikTok, Instagram, as well as, you know, for YouTube. And that was the whole concept behind it. So I just did it all, and I said, you know, once it's out, I'm gonna put it out on streaming services.
Well, I want to say, brother, you did you came up with a hell of a joint. Because I was like, I'm kind of new to TikTok.
Yeah.
And I was watching, I was like, it's the homie from motherfucking the DJ K Slay. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I was like, yo, I said, I'm feeling, because, you know, one of my homies, you know what I'm saying, Damo, he do car chronicles.
Yeah.
So he put the joint up and he drive his car and he just spitting in his car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to have an intimate listening party and I was like, yo, that is fucking ingenious.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not only that, the bars, the lyrics, like we took the music and the idea, the lift and everything is dope, but the lyrics, you really talking some real stuff out here, man.
Thank you, man.
Word to the mother.
Without the bars, without this content, it's a cool idea and it's great. You know what I mean? But I pride myself, like, how can I present this content in a way where people can really be like, hold up. Oh.
Yeah.
And the first time I posted, this is real game. I posted it and I was just like, it did cool. It got like, 100,000 plays on Instagram. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I posted on TikTok, it went to 1 million.
I see that. I see
that. And I says, okay. And I took a page and I told the Russell this when I seen him. He was just like, look, you got to come with this content. So what I did is, I may spit one song, right? But if I have different passengers in, let's just say I got 5 or 6 different rides. That's all 5 different pieces of content that people are reacting different.
That's right.
So if I post all of them, different portions, one of them is going to take off.
Yeah.
One of them hit on Instagram, boom, 3 million, 4 million. I'm seeing my followers just jump. I'm like, okay, this is something. Let me lean into this even more. And then that was just after that, I was like, all right, I see the way it's supposed to be, So that's why I'm in New York.
That's why you're in New York.
I'm in New York.
So you're in New York to, we outside.
We outside.
We outside.
We really out.
We outside. We
Really outside. Yeah.
So you came to New York.
Yeah.
For your next project?
Yeah, I'm recording my whole album here. I'm doing a whole album with Arsonist from Heatmaker.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's
so
nice.
It's on a whole nother level. But and I'm gonna do the lock lift out here.
Let me know when you need somebody to pull up. You need us to listen. Let me know. Let me know. I get in that joint. I'm excited about the new project.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Again, the lyrics on, Hypocrite, America. You know what I'm saying? And the joints you and La Russell doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Them joints sound like y'all were just in a joint, let's have a little fun.
Now, what's dope about the joint with La Russell, that wasn't a song that we had prepared.
It don't sound like it.
I was like, yo, let's do it. He was like, just come through, bring some beats. So I was just like, all right. I pulled up with the beats.
That's love.
Played that one. I knew that would be a beat that he would like. And he was just like, oh, and he just started going. I was like, all right, but let me jump in,
Yeah.
So that was all just completely just off the spur of the moment. You know what
That's
I mean?
love.
Yeah.
Shorty is nice too. She you and her on the joint. What's
Cyrock.
Cyrock
Is
I'm like, oh, that's
Cyrock
she gets busy.
She gets busy.
I'm like, all of them are from.
No, Cyrock is from. She lives in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
I guess I don't want to miss. I think she's from Atlanta, but she might have been some other. But she's based out of Atlanta right now.
Got you.
And then Soul Messiah is her producer, but that joint was produced by my homie Inge up in Canada. Yeah. But that's an actual song that we have together, and then we came together to do the lock lift and perform it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
So you mentioned beats. Do you produce beats?
Yeah, I produce. Yeah, I produce as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't produce. I ain't produced in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you want to just focus on the lyricism, and then but I have certain ideas, certain songs. Or even I'll take beats from producers, and then I'll bring them and add things, and bring piano players and live drummers, live, whatever to enhance the track or change it the way I see it.
I got another. Have you ever been in battle culture?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's where I come from.
That's what I was telling him earlier. Because I've been following. So when he sent me your Instagram, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been following homie for a minute.
Since back in 09, 08.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you do some battling.
Oh yeah. It's New York, man.
We outside.
We outside for real.
We could have been anywhere. We gonna hear that in the hood.
Sounds of the street. Yeah, no, I was I was doing the battles. That's how I kind of developed my name as just an MC. You know, I was out here in New York battling, in LA, the Bay. That's how I kind of got my, you know, earn my stripes.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what battle I seen you in. But
so the first battles I was doing was, you got to go all the way back 20 years to MTV.
Okay. Okay.
Times Square.
Okay.
Remember when they had the battles?
Yeah.
Me and my homie RJ Payne.
Oh, okay. So
that go by Rain Man.
Oh, okay.
That was, you know what I mean? So a lot of people saw that because that was on TV.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I took a break for a while, and then when the internet, I started seeing the smack stuff. I was like, man, I want to, battling didn't change, you know? So then we had, on the West Coast, we had Grind Time. So that's when I ended up battling Daylight, Disaster, and those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I saw the Daylight battle.
Yeah. Shout out to all those brothers, you know what I mean? Just still doing amazing things. But yeah, so I have that pedigree from battling. Yeah.
Hey, well, I know one thing. I hear a lot of battle rap MCs.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that the transition into becoming, I don't know what you call this, a commercial rapper or whatever they call
artist.
it.
Just a recording artist.
A recording artist seems like they don't have that success. Because I'm going to tell you now, brother, please keep doing what you're doing. Because man,
well, you know what? To be fair with the battle, I'm gonna say, I can speak from my personal experience. You know, I had mentors, producers, people that helped me formulate and understand how to be. But I wasn't a battler first. I was making music, and I kind of fell into battling and saw that I had a knack for it. So my main goal was always to come back and focus on music. That's why I stepped away. You know, I haven't battled since 2009. Like, you know what I mean? So I stepped away from it, and they would always be like, you know, come back. But I was just like, nah, I'm more creatively, I wanted to make music.
Okay.
But I will say this about battle. I think battlers get a bad rap as far as making their music because it's hard to make good music, period.
Yeah.
Most motherfuckers' music ain't good anyway. So if you pull in from the pool of battlers, of course, most of it may not be to, you know, the broader sense, like good music, but some of them make dope music.
Some of it, they make some good music,
dope stuff.
But you know, it seems like when it comes to the transition into that commercial success, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately,
well, it's hard to get commercial success.
Oh yes,
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know.
And I also think when it comes to like battle rappers, being that they're so not used to rhyming to a beat, picking music to fit their flow and their cadence doesn't always work well because they think that, you know, I can rhyme on any beat. But
it's a different. I will say this: when you're battling, at least from my perspective, when you're battling, you have to rewire your mind.
Yeah.
Rewire your brain. I think I saw Karis once said something like, it's like the battle. It's like when you're battling, and there's even nuances to that. Like if you're doing, like you said, if you're rapping on a beat, like the old school, more old school type battles, or if you're in front of a big crowd, or if you want to, you know, the way you deliver your rhymes is going to be different. When you're performing in front of a crowd, it's different. When you're performing your songs, as opposed to battling, all these things are like nuances. And I noticed that when I transitioned, because like I said, I was doing the battles when it was more of like off the dome battles on a beat. So when it came to the more like smack, you know, type of battles, where it's a cappella, you can go in and out of different flows and different mannerisms. That's a different. You have to rewire the way you think. It's completely, the approach is different when you on a beat, and even when you're trying to write a song. Like a song is not about all the time about punchlines. Sometimes you just want to get a message. If you can do both, that's beautiful. But you don't want to sacrifice the song for the punchline. If you want to make a better song, most of the time. I feel like the greats can.
They could do both.
Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's one of the.
Well, while we're talking about a Jay-Z, give me. We not no order, no nothing. Just give us 5 of your MCs that helped influence you.
Okay, yeah.
To, you know what I'm saying, to doing this thing that you're doing right now.
Okay. KRS-One.
I was waiting for you to say Chris.
Yeah, BDP.
Yeah.
Like them first BDP albums.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? My Philosophy and Criminal Minded. Just like I want to say like the first 3 or 4 albums. That was just like had a huge impact. Cause like I said, that's what my brother. That's what they was on. You know. Ice Cube.
Now, I'm a big fan of NWA, but I'm a bigger fan of Ice Cube.
Yeah.
I think Ice Cube doesn't get the credit that Ice Cube deserves.
For about 3 or 4 years, Ice Cube was the top MC.
He would,
in my eyes.
I agree with you.
When he was out here with the Bomb Squad and
bro,
come on,
when
man.
NWA, Eazy-E's NWA, everything was Ice Cube.
He was writing that. Well,
Yeah,
DOC.
hold on. You only let Lock give us 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Because it's Ice Cube. I'm sorry.
Ice Cube is incredible. Like incredible. I said
KRS, Ice Cube,
KRS-One, Ice Cube, Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Jay-Z that's my number. That's just me. But I would say who had the most influence was Nas. When I heard Nas, that was the first time I wanted to rap. Like that was the first time I started like freestyling. Like, okay, I want to, because to me, like I said, I was listening to KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim. Like I loved Rakim. But when I heard Nas, that was more like closer to me because Rakim was a little bit before.
Got you.
That's so crazy because when I heard Nas, that's when I knew I couldn't rap.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Now, Nas, but I tell you a story. Like my sister, that was around the same time my sister was rapping. So my sister was doing a convention in San Francisco. She was performing, and my other sister was managing her. So they went to this event. You know, I'm a kid. They come home. I'm like, oh, how was it? What happened? It's like, oh, it was cool, but everybody kept talking about this dude named Nas. He was talking like he's the second coming. I was like, what? I had never heard of it. And then I saw the thing on 20 Minutes or 60 Minutes. Remember they had like a special about Nas. You remember that? It was like on 60 Minutes. It was a special. So I was like, what is this? Like, it had Q-Tip and Large Professor. And I was like, this must be what my sister is talking about. And I had heard the stuff on the Zebrahead soundtrack and Halftime, all that stuff, and I was like, I never heard nobody rhyme so poetic. To me, it was just like a little bit past Rakim. Not saying he's better than Rakim, but it was just like Rakim 2.0. You know what I mean? I was just like, to me, he felt like he took Rakim's style, but add even more like intricacy in his references of like stuff that I could relate to. And I was just like, I didn't say I was want to be a rapper, but I was like, let's rap, let's try that. You know what I mean? So and you said 5, one more. I don't know, man. Influences, I guess Tupac. Tupac from his just emotional standpoint. Those songs like Soldier, Dear Mama, Brenda's Got a Baby. That was close. Yeah, exactly.
Well, all of the people you named are like those are the people I like because they really express their music.
Me too.
Me seeing you express your music, like you express your words loudly, like clearly, like it's dope, man.
Yes.
It's very attention grabbing.
Thank you.
You want to,
because I ain't doing it just to be doing it. You know what I mean? I'm doing it. I want people to resonate. I want it to resonate with people, man. Like I don't want like that's just because those are the type of artists that like those are the type of artists I love.
It is the great thing about it is we need this stuff. You know what I mean? Like we need, and I'm not gonna say we're not getting the substance, but you need something with some substance, something with some meat on the bones. You need that. You know what I mean?
Well, the good thing we got social media so we could push stuff.
And not only that, you don't get to, because back then we didn't have social media like he said, so we might have not got a chance. Because if you ain't get the major exposure, we wouldn't get it. We wouldn't get that.
People don't understand like because I got like like youngsters and people that I try to give them game and give them information. I'll be like, listen, y'all don't understand. You got these phones, there's no excuse. Like you can get your music out there. You can just do something dope. And if you do it enough times and put it out there enough times, like back in the day, like I remember coming to New York back in '06, standing down in Times Square trying to see who will come out the studio, like, you know what I mean? Like trying to rap, going to 100 and I don't know what it was, like rapping at the Russell Simmons like open mic, like trying to go into EO Dub, these type of ciphers, coming to anything to get heard.
You ever went to the Lyrics Lounge?
I never been there because I think it had stopped at that point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
they
saying?
had stopped it, but it went really underground at some point. So you really had to be like, if somebody wasn't telling you about it.
But I remember like videotaping myself with the camcorder, pops videotaping me, sending it in to Blaze magazine. Remember Blaze? Double XL, like, yo, look, a VHS tape, you know what I mean? To get in and do battles, so people, that was the only way. And that was another thing, battling was the only way you could get your reputation.
Yep.
That's the only, that was the only way you can be known in city to city. So, all right, I got a battle. We just gonna do it right here, you know. I gotta go to New York. I gotta do it, you know. This is the only way you had to earn your, you know, your position.
Stripes. Oh man. Now, how different is the Bay? Because you know, for all those that don't know, the Bay name was Brooklyn, Oakland.
I didn't know that.
Oakland was Brooklyn.
I had no idea.
How different is the Bay from Brooklyn? Like now,
well,
like you're here.
I would say out of all the places, because I lived before I came here. I was living in Oakland. Okay. And Brooklyn reminds me the most of Oakland. Just like the overall feel. It just, I don't know. It's the energy. Like, you know, every borough has its energy. You know, it has a different feel. Like Harlem. Doesn't Harlem? I guess if I had to equate it to something, the Bay is more like feel San Francisco. Like when I see 125th, it kind of reminds me of points in times like Fillmore and that hood in San Francisco. Brooklyn is like Oakland. If I had to, you know, be parallel. I don't know what it is. I do. Maybe it's just like the, you know, it's got a little bit of grime to it, but then everybody is kind of wise and they understand things. It's got that cultural, the social activism parts of it. But I will say it's blacker than Oakland. No, I ain't trying to be funny.
I'm going to say this,
because Oakland, I feel like, I mean, even though y'all may think this is gentrified compared to Oakland, Oakland is way more gentrified. From my anecdotal observation, I feel like Brooklyn is still more black. I feel like Oakland, because it's so expensive, everybody in Oakland in the last 10 years has to move out and go to these different areas. So it's changed in that sense. And I remember when I first came to Oakland, it was more like Brooklyn in that sense.
Got you.
But then it got more gentrified. So now it's starting to look like parts of Harlem. I feel like that's kind of like Harlem right there. I feel like
well, you know, in the hood, they ride them all day. You know what I mean? So,
I'm starting to get that in the Bay too. I seen that because I remember when I would come to New York, I'm like, yo, what's that noise? And it just be they on them, like, you know, them three-wheelers or the. I had never seen that, and then I want to say in the last 3-4 years in Oakland, same thing. So, you know, some things stay to change, some things get more like this. So
that's that power of the internet.
Yeah. There you go. The internet. But yeah, I think and I'll just add one more thing. I feel like in New York, specifically Brooklyn, but even New York in general, from a social aspect, I feel like you see, despite what people, regardless of what people may think, I think that the Bay, it's not an urban, quote unquote, urban market. And when I say that, I'm just going by how, like, radio, how they look at things. We don't really have an urban station. It's really a rhythmic station. You understand what I'm saying? Hot 97, regardless of what they do, it's still an urban catering towards that market. The Bay is a little, because it's so diverse. You have, I feel like in New York, you see more of a wider range of black folks, middle class, working class, upper class. Because it's not as populated, I feel like you don't see that as much. It exists, but it's not as prevalent as it is here. Like here, I see like black folks from doing every different kind of thing. Whereas in Oakland, it's a little bit smaller. It's just a smaller population, a smaller density of that type of dynamic. And I like that here. I like that here.
Listen. When I go to Cali, I've only went to the Bay one time. Went to Frisco, then I went across the bridge to Oakland. You know, because they got the Huey P. Newton sign there. I wanted to see that in Oakland.
That's where it all started, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to see that in Oakland. So, you know, most of my time is in LA. You know, so
that's like a whole nother world.
Yeah, that's you know, like even when I was up in Monterey, it was totally different than LA.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? It was totally different.
Yeah.
And you know, you know, you want to get that experience. You want to see some of those things. Even riding down the Pacific Coast Highway, the one time I did, because I'm never going on that shit again.
Oh, Pacific.
I was like, this shit is crazy. Well, you on this side, the other side is the ocean. I was like, oh nah, I ain't. Yeah, this ain't for me.
Yeah, this
ain't for me.
That's the long way to get there.
Yeah,
and nobody really does that unless you
scenic
like,
shit. You're a tourist.
Yeah. That's the scenic stuff.
You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, in your younger days coming back to New York, have you ever drove to New York? Have you ever took a road trip across America to New York?
On tour.
On tour?
Oh,
on tour.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not bad then.
Yeah, I went on tour. I went all, you know what I mean?
Like,
I want to say probably, start in California, go all the way to Florida, work your way all the way up. So I've done that drive. I've never driven just like on a road trip though. But it's always on tour.
When is the project due? When is the next project due?
Oh, I don't have no.
You don't have no set time?
No, I just got out of the studio. I probably got about, I ain't gonna say we got some good. I feel real good about it. You know, shout out to Arsonist.
Yeah.
He producing the whole project.
That's what's up.
That's why I came out here, because I wanted to feel it. You know what I mean? I wanted to feel the energy and the vibe, and you know, and just connect with folks out here.
Have you ever met Ransom?
Yeah, he was actually on my last album.
Oh yeah? Oh
yeah.
Okay.
Not on the Locksmith. He was on my album. See, the Locksmith was what I did was a compilation, of the songs that I performed live in the car.
Yeah.
So on my actual studio recording, I had a song with Ransom.
Okay. Yeah, because when I asked you that, because I get that like Ransom kind of vibe from you too.
Yeah, Ransom is it.
Yeah. That's
His pen.
Yeah.
Very few are matching his pen.
Ransom will tell you that all the time. Ransom he's very arrogant.
He gets busy
about that. He gets busy, so
you
can't.
Man.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
You can't
deny it. I get busy.
Yeah.
You know, like we are all Nip fans. You know what I'm saying? We thought Nip got busy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, so again, when it comes to this thing called hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I think that there's no box. There's no box at all.
I still love it, man. Like, to me, it's nothing better than sitting with a beat, or just not even with a beat, just thinking. Like, I can't stop it. You know, like I'm constantly thinking of a rhyme, a concept, a song. How can I express myself when I see things? I love it. And that's why I wanted to come here, because I was like, I want to see new things from a, you know, I want to be engulfed in it. I want to, you know what I mean? And I still love it. You know, hip hop is my love. I'm in love with it.
Thanks for blessing us on the set.
Yes.
This is dope. This is a dope concept.
Well. Listen, it's dope to have you. It's dope, cuzzo. The lift thing was dope. So you know what I'm saying.
And I'm bringing y'all back for the lift. Like, I'm gonna come pick y'all up.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? I want to do that. Yeah, because y'all appreciate real shit.
Well, we got some for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We want to say thank you for coming.
Okay.
And of course, we going to keep it, because we definitely love the food for thought that you sit down providing. Like, yo, I'm giving you something to think about.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. You got rappers out there, because their concept and the things that they're doing, it might appeal to other people. But the things you sit down talking about, that's food for thought for me, my brother.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. So we did kind Accountability is imperative.
Love it, love it.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much going on in this world today. You know what I'm saying? And no, these people aren't being held accountable for the things they do. You know what I'm saying? You know, or say. We just saw, you know what I'm saying, the young lady Sonia get shot by the cop. You know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
And
Ridiculous.
until the video came out is when they finally sat down and thought of arresting him. You know what I'm saying? So where's accountability?
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can't get away with nothing here.
Yeah.
We in the hood. They always locking us up for everything.
Everybody has to be accountable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's got a little.
The difference is we get locked up before we even found guilty. We got to do the time before we even get the verdict.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is like when I have conversations with people, you know, I'll just say like, you know, white people, Caucasian people, right? And it's just like, oh, well, you know, don't blame. But it's not about blame. It's about everybody has to accept accountability. And I think that's the biggest problem with America. America has a problem. She has a problem with her accountability. And it'll never be right until America takes accountability for what she has done, specifically to black folks, because this is what the country is built on. You have to take account. Everybody else has done it. Germany,
Everybody.
every other. You have to take accountability for what you've done, but that's the big trick that America has done.
And when you say it, it's crazy because America, you know, they don't have a problem accepting everyone else's shortcomings.
Yeah.
But America
won't look at it.
Won't sit down and look at you. Look at it. We can't even talk about slavery. We still, you know, those things are things that America has done to someone. But you'll sit down and the Holocaust. Think about this. The Holocaust is not a Jewish thing. The Holocaust is, you know,
genocide. Anytime you have
a slavery was a Holocaust.
Absolutely.
You know,
I got a song called Black Holocaust. And see what I'm saying? Like people, words are powerful.
Yes.
Words are very powerful, and America has to atone for that.
Yes.
They have to, you know, and I think that does more disservice to the country if you just accept it, but that's putting on this image of, hey, everything has always been great. You know what I mean? Or downplaying or kind of sweeping it under. Like, no, this is a real, you have to take accountable for it. And yeah.
Well, yo, I want to say thank you for coming through.
Thank you, man.
And
I appreciate y'all.
Listen, brother, you're always welcome on the stoop,
yes, sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Always.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yo, you know what it is. 237, no place like home.
Catch me on the stoop,
huh?